What is up, everybody? Welcome to some Kydele and Reyhan. Hope you're excited. I do apologize for my voice. It's a little early in the morning. We're going to play first. See who we're playing against. Karametra, God of Harvest Moon. What's up, Karametra? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, as far as opening hand goes, yeah, it's not too bad. Flooded Strand, Sylvan Tutor, Painful Truce, Retreat. Yeah, we're going to keep on this one. A little Seedborn Muse action. Not too bad, not too shabby. But yes, we're playing Kydele and Reyhan. I'll cover them in just a second. Let's go and get this Flooded Strand down. And then, do we want to go ahead and fire this off for a, kind of like a little... Yeah, let's go ahead and fire this off. Let's crack this. Let's grab a Tropical Island. Let's fire the Sylvan Tutor off. Now, what do we want? Usually, Sylvan Tutor is going to go for a Corpse Jack Menace. Now, right now, we've only got 2 lands in the hand, so getting a Corpse Jack Menace on top's not really going to help us. So I'm thinking probably about going for... maybe some Birds of Paradise action. Just to have that extra mana over there, and if he wants to path it, sure, go for it. Yeah, I think we're going to go Birds of Paradise. Just get a little ahead. So we've got Birds of Paradise on top. We've got the Watery Grave next turn. Retreat, Painful Truce. Yeah, we'll be in business right then. But yes, welcome. It's Reyhan and Kydele. And then I'm not going to eat up the clock, so let me get this Birds of Paradise down. And then we'll just go ahead and go Watery Grave tapped and pass the turn. So we're playing Reyhan, last of the Obzon. So whenever it enters the battlefield with 3/+1 counters on it, then whenever a creature you control dies or is put in the command zone, if it had 1 or more counters on it, you may move that many to target creature. Pretty fun. And then we're also playing Kydele. So we're going to add, for each card that we draw on the turn, we're going to add 1 colorless mana to our mana pool by tapping her. So pretty good. Spike Breeder. Okay. Let's go and fire off a Painful Truce. I really want to make the land drop this turn. So let's go ahead and go looking at green, blue, and then black. Awesome, sweet. Since we got double blue, Seaborn Muse, we're just going to get the island down. Actually, we've got 2 islands. We've got 2 blues, so we're going to put the island down, then we're going to pass turn. But we're playing Karametra, God of Harvest Moon, so she has Indestructible, Devotion 7, turns into a creature. Then, whenever our opponent casts a creature spell, you may search your library for a forest or a plains card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Pretty straightforward. Nope. Sorry. Cat was in my lap, and then Love Bites turned into Real Bites, so she had to go. But yeah, so Karametra is pretty fun to play against. You know, it looks like our opponent might be a little tight on mana, or I'm not sure what he's doing, stopping during his upkeep. But we've got the island next turn. We've got the island next turn. That's gonna put us at 5 mana. We can go for Seedborn Muse, or we can go for the Retreat to Kazandu. I think that's how you say it. And then we can get down the Spike Breeder. And just start getting a bunch of sapling, or no, excuse me, spike tokens onto the battlefield. I've never seen those. I'm excited. Okay. Not sure what our opponent's doing. There we go. Yeah, that's always trying to record in the mornings. Kind of bittersweet sometimes. You know, if you get some opponent who goes away from the computer for some reason, and it I only have a little bit of time before work gets it up and running, so. Is what it is. But yeah, so this is, if you're not familiar with this deck, this is a Sultai counters deck. We're putting a bunch of counters on creatures. We have stuff like Simic Manipulator. We have just really good value stuff in Seedborn Muse, Progenitor, Mimic. Value stuff in Retreat to Kazandu. As far as the counters matter creatures, we're also running Sage of Hours in here, where if you get, for every 5 counters on it, take it off, take an extra turn for that. So, we're not really running any combos in here, or any intentional combos. At least I don't really like to play combos in Commander. But yeah, let's set it up that way. Let's go ahead and go Island. So we got Lotus Cobra coming in. We've got Wall of Blossoms. We've got a Retreat. We don't have enough for the Progenitor Mimic, but we can start going for Wall of Blossoms, or we can go for like a Lotus Cobra each turn. That sounds pretty good. Let's go and get some extra mana up and run. I think that let's get some Kydele down. Looking at blue green. Thanks, man. F6 right there. Thanks, man. Love playing against Karametra. Apparently my fingers don't want to type either. There we go. But yeah, as far as the deck goes, it's pretty fun. It's just Sultai value stuff, and if you're new to my channel, I like to play Sultai decks. I'm partial to Sultai. If the Magic World were to break, like, split up into gangs, um, I would definitely, I'd partner up with the Sultai clan. I think I'd be at home over there. It's funny because when I got into Magic, I got in during Return to Ravnica, so I was Golgari, and then I thought, like, I don't know, and this is weird, may apply to you as a Magic person, but certain color combinations appeal to you. Green black always appealed to me, and then I really liked Obzon decks, and then I grew out of Obzon and just sorry about that, cat knocked something off the table. Grew into Sultai decks. So let's go ahead and make the land drop for the turn. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've drawn one card for the turn for 7. I think I want to go for some Lotus Cobra action. Is that what we want? To really take advantage of those land drops? Multiple Seedborn Muses don't do anything. We could go for multiple Simic Manipulators. That's kind of a... Yeah, I think I kind of like Lotus Cobras. So let's get down the Mimic right now. So we're looking at blue... Okay, so we're going to get a bunch of Lotus Cobras. They're going to start swinging in, turning our land drops into extra mana right there. That way we can kind of like dump out the Seedborn Muse, the Retreat, the Spike Breeder, the Simic Manipulator, and start having fun with that. Now, as far as the Evolve trigger on Simic Manipulator, we need to get him down first. Then we can go Spike Breeder. No, excuse me. Then we can go Seedborn Muse, and then we can go Spike Breeder. So just need to be careful of that. We also have the play of getting Retreat down first and then taking advantage of the Landfall trigger +1 counter and the Overgrown Tomb. But yes, I got into Golgari during Return to Ravnica, and then like I would build like, and this was when I was just like in my infancy with Magic. Like I didn't really understand like Standard, that there was metas and stuff like that. Swinging in, yeah, sure, go for it, man. I'm fine with that. So that's going to be 6 total commander damage that we've been dealt. Yep, 6 total commander damage. Just give me a little commander die out. If I want to keep track of it. Okay, so we're going to get a copy of Lotus Cobra. And then that Karametra does not have Indestructible. So, I mean, it does not have Trample, so we can kind of sequence it that way. So we make the land drop. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 mana. We can go Simic Manipulator and Seedborn Muse. I think I like that. Yeah, so let's go. Let's make the land drop for the turn. And I don't think we don't necessarily have to get that in there. So we're going to add blue to our mana pool. Let's get down Simic Manipulator and start. Yeah, that way we can start getting those evolve triggers up and running. Add blue right there. Let's get down the Simic Manipulator. And then we still have 6 mana to get down. Well, we could morph a Hooded Hydra down, put 5 counters on it. Let's go for Seedborn Muse. I want to get down Seedborn Muse. I want to get that up and running. Okay, so we're going to get down Seedborn Muse. Get the Evolve trigger. And then we'll go on Path Start. Then we can follow up with Spike Breeder, get that Evolve trigger. Yeah. I think our opponent said something. Path to Exile. Yeah, I'll take that. Get a hand on a land. Let's go ahead and grab. We're okay on 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and grab a. We don't really need black right now, so I'll probably just grab a. So we'll just grab a forest off that one. And do we need to use that ability? We don't really have anything in instant speed, so now we're good. Okay. I'm trying to F6 so our opponent can do his thing. There we go. Snakes on a plane, man. Snakes are just falling out everywhere. Okay, so we've got Simic Manipulator. We've got the... we could just straight up cast Hooded Hydra for a bunch. Still get that Manipulator trigger over there. And then we can get down the Retreat and start turning our land drops into a bunch of +1 counters right there, too. Yeah, so if we rip a land, then we can go. I think we're still going to block on this Lotus Cobra, though. If he wants to swing with the Beast Token, sure, go for it. Then we'll get in business once we can take advantage, get some get our own little Sylvan Library up and running, take advantage of this Kydele extra mana over here. But by our opponent using that Seaborn Muse on our by using that Path to Exile on a Seaborn Muse, I'm okay with that. You know, we didn't really have anything we needed to do at instant speed, so it's kind of one of those just, hey, this is a nice value creature, and then them using removal on it was just, you know, a nice little bonus. Phyrexian Rebirth. Destroy all creatures, create an XX Horrorless Artifact token, where X is the number of creatures destroyed this way. Yes, sir. You got it, man. Okay. Got a 7/7 over there. So we're probably going to go for, oh, nasty. Karametra. You're supposed to be the god of Harvest Moon, not the god of horrors over there. Okay, we're okay with it. So we can morph that Hooded Hydra, get a bunch of little dudes running around. We'll see. We'll see what we want to do. Let's see what we draw. Man, I had dreams of so many Lotus Cobras out there. I was just really happy about that. Okay, so got the Ulamog trigger going in the graveyard. It's going to shuffle it back up into his library. Bioshift. Okay. Now with Bioshift and Hooded Hydra, if he swings in, we can get into spots where we can kind of destroy everything. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 mana. We can go Reyhan and Spike Breeder. I think I like that. Yeah, let's go Reyhan and Spike Breeder. Okay. Got 2 3/3s out there. We've got a Bioshift to kind of change things around. We do have Hooded Hydra that we can get down for its morph cost. Let me double check. It's I think we get it down for 3, and then we can morph it for 5. I think that's correct. I didn't really play it in Cons of Darkey or Standard, so I forget about the morph stuff. But I'm pretty sure we get it down for 3, and then we can flip it up for 5. And I hate that this, when I originally recorded this deck for the series, I never, and with the Spike Breeder, we might just start removing some counters from it and just making some Spike tokens and chump blocking on this horror over there. That's probably what we're going to do, unless it gets some type of trample effect. But when I was playtesting the deck before I started recording it, there's this one play where I bioshifted like 10 counters onto Hooded Hydra, and it was in response to like a damnation, and I flipped it, and it was just, or no, what? It wasn't in response to a damnation. It was something to where they were going to stay on the battlefield. I can't remember what it was, but either way, I bioshifted. Oh, destroy all lands or creatures. Oof. Let's see. Hopefully it chooses. Oh, ooh, lands. Yeah, man. That's man. When I get all my lands blown up in Commander, that's a good game right there, man. Yeah, that takes me out of it right there. I'm not a huge fan of mass land destruction, to be honest. It's is what it is. Yeah, probably gonna go ahead and scoop on this one. That's man, I just and that's just my personal play style. I mean, we can get it. We can still try and play around, but it's just one of those, just like, okay, you know, that happened. It's not me being salty. It's just me, you know, personal preference. You know, some people don't like playing against infect. Some people don't like playing against mass land destruction. I'm a land destruction person. I'm not, you know, targeted land destruction, but you know, mass land destruction is just kind of just not the fun, not the best. Yeah, so swinging in for 7, 10, 12, 13, 13. Yeah, we'll just go in. Yeah, I'm not. Good game, buddy. Good game, man. Yeah, sorry I didn't get any Kydele and Reyhan action for you. I tried to, but yeah, that's a nice little Karametra action. So, alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.